So, are we losing another massive icon of the MTB industry? Rumours have been sparked because the Sea Otter Classic show, which is a huge show that Kona would be keen to obviously have a presence at, there are reports that Kona has been and set up their stand as usual, and then they've immediately taken down the stand, abandoned the show. There's no presence there from them at all apparently, and there's no kind of press communication to say what's happened. I've seen speculation of an emergency meeting, but Kona themselves I don't think have said anything formally. But I just wanted to say, you know, obviously we've seen some massive brands suffering in the current climate with the cycle industry, and even huge giants like Trek have had to look at their whole business model and their right sizing and doing various other things. But what a loss this Kona brand would be. I mean, going back to the 90s when the mountain bike thing was really breaking and really starting to evolve, the Konas were just that absolute cutting edge. Like, all I ever wanted as like a 16-17-year-old was a Kona Lava Dome or a Kona Cinder Cone. Just the look of the bikes, the geometry of the bikes, the way they rode, iconic things like the Project 2 fork, you know, race light tubing, all those things that Kona did. The whole Joe Murray design, the look of the bikes, the branding of the bikes, the free ride teams. It was just an absolute icon, you know, right at the start of everything really, right at the beginning of mountain biking. I was riding in like the early 90s. I think I was riding a Doors Edge steel frame mountain bike, Reynolds 531, and my friend had a Lava Dome, and I just remember how the geometry, the Project 2 forks, just how blown away, the paint job, just how blown away by the look of the bike and the ride of the bike and the weight of the bike. Just phenomenal. And I, you know, just to say really, I hope they find a way through it, and I'm hoping that the rumours are exaggerated, because Kona would be a massive loss. I mean, whatever you think of their recent offerings, and they've obviously been bought out and changed owners a few times, but you can't deny their presence at the start of it all. In the 90s, Kona was just an absolute force, and they were the bikes that everybody wanted, you know, that everybody aimed for. So yeah, that's you know, that's the news so far really, that they pulled out of this huge show in California that they would obviously have a huge presence at. They did arrive, they did set up, and then immediately abandoned, apparently, according to reports. And there's been no word since, but fingers crossed for Kona, because they're an absolutely legendary brand.